November 7, 1940. Tacoma, Washington. A brand new bridge, 3/4 of a mile of state-of-the-art steel, is twisting itself apart in slow motion. Cars abandoned mid-collapse. The roadway rolling like an ocean wave. The whole structure dancing in a 64 km/h wind. And then, gone. Crashing into the water below. The footage is so eerie that engineering professors still play it, 80 years later. So let's figure this out. Why did the Tacoma Narrows Bridge fall down? Here's the setup. The year is 1940. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge has just opened. It's beautiful. Long, slender. Suspended on cables, gracefully crossing Puget Sound. The Pacific Northwest's pride. Officially named the Narrows Bridge. Unofficially nicknamed Galloping Gertie. Why Galloping Gertie? Because from the day it opened, the thing wouldn't stop moving. In light winds, the deck would ripple gently. In stronger winds, it would buck and dip like a roller coaster. Drivers complained their cars felt like boats at sea. Some commuters started avoiding the bridge entirely. Others paid the toll just to ride it for fun. But engineers weren't worried. They thought it was just an aesthetic problem. Maybe a quirky design. Maybe needed some dampers. The bridge was structurally sound, they said. The galloping was harmless. Until November 7th. That morning, the wind picked up. 40 miles per hour, sustained. Stronger than usual, but nothing the bridge hadn't seen before. By 10 in the morning, the deck was rolling so violently that the toll plaza closed. By 11, the rolling turned into something different. Twisting. The two lanes of the bridge were rotating in opposite directions, one side rising while the other fell. Up. Down. Twist. Twist. What was happening? Aeroelastic flutter. Here's the wild part. Bridges have a natural frequency, the rate at which they want to vibrate, like a guitar string. The Tacoma Narrows had a natural twisting frequency of about 0.2 cycles per second. That's slow. That's lazy. Most wind speeds wouldn't match it. But on November 7th, the wind hit a sweet spot. The wind started shedding small vortices off the edge of the bridge, tiny rotating bursts of air. And those vortices, by complete coincidence, matched the bridge's natural twisting frequency. So every time the wind pushed the bridge slightly to one side, the bridge naturally swung back. And the next gust pushed it again. Perfectly timed. Like pushing a child on a swing, small pushes, perfectly synced, growing the swing higher and higher. Within an hour, the bridge was twisting 45 degrees. The road was rolling like a snake. Cables were slipping. Steel was bending. And then, at 11:07 a.m., a section of the deck cracked off and fell into the water. A driver named Leonard Coatsworth had abandoned his car on the bridge moments before. His dog, named Tubby, was still inside. A reporter watching from the shore tried to rescue Tubby, and couldn't. The dog was the only casualty. Everyone else got out. The bridge collapsed in stages. Sections of decking peeling away. Cables snapping with sounds like cannon fire. By 11:10, 3/4 of the deck was at the bottom of Puget Sound. Galloping Gertie was gone. Engineers were stunned. The bridge was supposed to be perfectly safe. They had calculated for static wind loads, steady pressure pushing horizontally. But they hadn't calculated for resonance. They hadn't understood that the bridge could feed energy into its own vibration. The Tacoma Narrows changed engineering forever. Every modern bridge, every single one, is now tested in a wind tunnel. Engineers measure how it handles flutter, vortex shedding, resonance modes. They add dampers. Tuned mass systems. Cross-bracing. The lessons of Galloping Gertie are baked into every bridge you've crossed in the last 70 years. The new Tacoma Narrows Bridge, opened in 1950, was rebuilt with all those lessons. It's still there. And it doesn't gallop. So next time you cross a long bridge in the wind, and you wonder if it's safe, it is. Because in 1940, a bridge in Washington state taught the world a brutal lesson. That sometimes the wind isn't strong. Sometimes it just hits the right note. Pretty cool, right? If you liked this one, there are way more engineering disasters that quietly changed the world. Why are airplane windows round? Why don't skyscrapers fall in earthquakes? Why did the Titanic really sink? Subscribe and we'll figure all of it out together. What's something you've always wondered about but never looked up? Drop it in the comments.